Saving money for your child's education without worrying, a comprehensive guide. As parents, we all want the best for our children. One of the most crucial aspects of ensuring their future success is by providing them with a good education. But let's face it, education is expensive. This is where saving money for your child's education becomes critical. By starting early and investing wisely, you can secure your child's future without worrying about the financial burden that comes with it. Saving money for a child's education is not without its challenges. For many parents, the cost of tuition fees, books, accommodation, and other expenses can be overwhelming. Here are some of the challenges that parents face when saving money for their child's education. Limited financial resources. Many families struggle to make ends meet on a daily basis, leaving little room for savings towards future education costs. Inflation. The cost of college and university education has increased significantly over the years, making it harder for parents to save enough money to cover these costs. Uncertainty. The future is unpredictable, and it can be challenging to plan finances around something that is still years away. Lack of knowledge. Some parents may not be aware of the various options available for saving money for their child's education or how to invest their savings wisely. Balancing priorities. Saving for a child's education requires sacrifices in other areas of life such as vacations or home upgrades, which can be difficult to balance with other financial obligations. Start early and set goals. When you start saving for your child's education early on, you give yourself ample time to build up a substantial amount of money that can go towards tuition fees, books, accommodation, and other expenses. By prioritizing saving money for your child's education early on in their life, you are setting them up for success from an early age. In addition to these benefits, starting early also enables parents to spread out the cost over a longer period while avoiding unnecessary debt accumulation or loans with high interest rates. Here are some tips to help you set achievable goals that align with your financial situation. Assess your current financial situation. To set achievable goals, you first need to understand where you stand financially. Define your priorities. Decide what's most important to you in terms of your finances. Set specific goals. Make sure your goals are specific and measurable. Break down goals into smaller steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming at times, but breaking them down into smaller steps can make them more manageable and less intimidating. Be realistic. Setting unrealistic goals can lead to frustration and disappointment when they're not achieved. Revisit and adjust goals as needed. Your financial situation may change over time due to unforeseen circumstances such as job loss or medical bills. Explore your options. In this section, we will explore the various options available to help you make an informed decision that aligns with your financial goals and circumstances. 529 plans. A 529 plan is a tax-advantaged savings plan specifically designed for education expenses. These plans are sponsored by states, state agencies, or educational institutions and allow parents to invest money on behalf of their child's future education expenses. Coverdell Education Savings Account, ESA. A Coverdell ESA is another type of tax-advantaged savings account created to help parents save for their child's education expenses. Parents can contribute up to $2,000 annually per beneficiary until they reach age 18, and the funds can be used towards qualified education expenses such as tuition fees, books, and supplies. Custodial accounts. Custodial accounts such as Uniform Gift to Minors Act, UGMA, or Uniform Transfer to Minors Act, UTMA, accounts allow parents or guardians to hold assets on behalf of their children until they reach adulthood. Roth IRA. While not specifically designed for educational purposes, Roth IRAs offer tax-free growth and withdrawals after age 59.5, which makes them an attractive option for some families as a way to save for both retirement and college costs. Prepaid tuition plans. Prepaid tuition plans allow parents to purchase credits or units at current prices that can be used towards future tuition fees at eligible colleges or universities within the state where the plan was purchased. Investing in your child's future. Here are some investment strategies to consider. Diversification. Diversifying your investments by spreading them across different asset classes, sectors, and regions can help minimize risk and maximize returns. Dollar cost averaging. This strategy involves investing a fixed amount of money at regular intervals regardless of market conditions. Growth versus value investing. Growth investing focuses on companies with high potential for future growth, while value investing looks for undervalued stocks with strong fundamentals that have been overlooked by the market. Index funds. Index funds track the performance of a specific market index such as the S&P 500 or Dow Jones Industrial Average, allowing investors to gain exposure to a broad range of stocks with lower fees than actively managed funds. Dividend stocks. Dividend-paying stocks offer regular payouts to shareholders, which can help generate income in addition to capital appreciation over time. Investing always involves some level of risk, and it's important to understand these risks before making any investment decisions. Here are some common risks involved in investing and ways to mitigate them. Market risk. The risk of losing money due to fluctuations in the market is known as market risk. This risk can be mitigated by diversifying your portfolio across different sectors and asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, and real estate investment trusts, REITs. Inflation risk. Inflation can erode the value of your investments over time. Interest rate risk. Changes in interest rates can impact the value of investments such as bonds or dividend-paying stocks. Liquidity risk. The risk that you won't be able to sell an investment when you need to due to a lack of buyers in the market is known as liquidity risk. Credit risk. Credit risk refers to the possibility that a borrower will default on their debt obligations. Currency risk. If you invest internationally, changes in currency exchange rates can impact your returns. Making sacrifices now for their future. Start early. The earlier you start saving for your child's education, the better. Even small contributions can add up over time with the power of compounding interest. Cut back on expenses. Take a hard look at your monthly expenses and identify areas where you can cut back. This may mean reducing eating out or canceling subscriptions or memberships that aren't essential. Live below your means. Living below your means is an important step in saving money for any goal, including your child's education. Increase income. Finding ways to increase your income can help accelerate your savings goals for your child's education. Consider taking on a side hustle or freelance work in addition to your main job, or ask for a raise or promotion at work. Involve your child. Teaching your child about finances and involving them in the process of saving for their own education can help instill valuable financial habits early on. Prioritize education savings. Make saving for your child's education a priority in your financial planning by allocating a portion of each paycheck towards their college fund before paying bills or other expenses. Explore financial aid options. Research grants, scholarships, work-study programs, and student loans that could help offset the cost of tuition and other educational expenses. Encourage family contributions. Consider asking grandparents or other family members to contribute to your child's education fund instead of giving traditional gifts for birthdays and holidays. Cutting your expenses and getting rid of unnecessary stuff can really boost your ability to save for your child's education. Here are some practical tips that can help you along the way. Create a budget. Start by tracking your income and expenses for a month. Cut down on dining out. Eating at home instead of dining out can save a significant amount of money each month. Cancel unnecessary subscriptions. Take a close look at all of your monthly subscriptions, streaming services, gym memberships, magazine subscriptions, etc., and cancel any that you're not using or don't need. Shop smart. Look for deals and discounts when shopping for groceries or other essentials. Use coupons. Coupons can be a great way to save money on everything from groceries to clothing. Lower utility bills. Small changes like turning off lights when leaving a room or lowering the thermostat can add up over time and result in lower utility bills. Buy used items. Consider buying used items like furniture, clothing, and electronics instead of new ones. DIY projects. Instead of paying someone else to do home repairs or other projects, consider doing them yourself with the help of online tutorials or DIY books. How a side hustle can make all the difference for your child's college fund. A side hustle is a part-time job or business that you can do outside of your regular work hours. It can be anything from selling handmade crafts online to driving for a ride-sharing service like Uber or Lyft. The extra income from a side hustle can make all the difference when it comes to saving for your child's college fund. Extra income. The most obvious benefit of a side hustle is extra income. Flexibility. Many side hustles offer flexibility in terms of scheduling and workload. Skill development. Starting a side hustle also provides an opportunity for skill development. Independence. Having control over your own income and career path can provide a sense of independence and empowerment that may not be present in traditional employment. What steps did you take? What is the biggest challenge that you have with your child's education? Share your story in the comments below.